Hello, hello, hello. Jackie, your healthy witness here. I have been on a roller coaster ride. If you know me, I drink water. To those new or not new, just want to recap that I am Jackie. I am your healthy witness. I have been on a health journey more intentionally since October 2011. That was a good old 7 years ago this month. Yes. So 7 years ago this month, I had some issues and was down and out for 2 days. I mean, just so sick. And the reason it was only 2 days is because like on that third day, I said, that's it. I've got to make some changes. And I did. And immediately I got better. So by 2012 is really when I, boom, was into my health journey. And 6 months into it, I really felt like I figured out what I was wanting to do and have my rules for myself, like for mainly food. Fitness was going to be later. I knew my symptoms, my whole body from head to toe was suffering because of my food intake. And so I changed that first. Here we are 7 years later. So I will tell you by 2013, I had successfully lost 100 pounds, 101 to be exact, without any exercise and counting, journaling, nothing. I just was very good and very strict about my eating. That became an issue. It was very strict. I wasn't starving. I ate 3 meals a day. I woke up and I drank my water. I ate my meal and I drank water between meals, and then I had water before bed. So I made sure I was hydrated, made sure I was fueled with vegetables and protein, and stayed away from a lot of things. If you want to know the exact protocol, let me know and I can give it to you. It is a nutritionist I follow. She's just fantastic. So 2016, I had 2 bunion surgeries, one in January, one in May, with 4 months recovery for each. I actually did pretty good maintaining my my weight during that time. December 2017 is when things kind of changed. I landed in Florida from Central America. My husband and I managed a nonprofit pretty much year-round in Central America, and we landed in Florida, and I was like, woohoo, USA. Actually, wait, here we go. I actually happen to have a USA flag. Woohoo! Let's just big out. You know, like, man, I've not had this, and I've not had this. This is actually green tea. I was drinking and eating things that I don't normally have. It was just one of those things. I was like, it's December. I haven't been home in December for years. Christmas is my in-laws were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, and I'm going to see a lot of family. We're going to dress up. We're going to have fun. Christmas, just so many things. And in that moment, and around some of the people I'd let into my life, they were kind of like, in moderation. It's okay in moderation. Matter of fact, here, I have little props here. Ice cream. And I make chocolate chip cookies that are healthy, but I was eating probably bad ones. So with all that, I believe, of course, everyone thinks I'm cuckoo crazy, but because of my journey from 2012, we'll say 12, the end of 11, to about then, 2016, 17, I was pretty good, and I knew if I ate something not so good, ingredient-wise, certain ingredients make certain things happen. You may or may not know that, but I fully can testify that to you. So with that being said, I was eating these things with really bad ingredients. I know the result of them. I thought, what's 1 cup? You know, go here my cups. What's 1 cup of whatever? You know, let's just pretend this is a latte with milk in it. Well, I know dairy does X, Y, Z to me. And again, if you want to know these things, I can share that with you and give you the resources that I've had all these years. And I still have the resources. So my point is this. December 1st, I think we landed. December 6th, I'm in the ER, have an emergency appendectomy. I believe that whatever I ate inflamed my appendix because prior to that, didn't have any issues. And sorry, just think of something else. Which I'm going to come to you with. This is interesting. So thinking out loud. I had my appendix taken out, and they, didn't say it was inflamed. And so when they took it out, they said it had erupted. My fever was like 100 million, whatever. And after they took it out, like within, hours, my fever had dropped back down. I'm like, well, because I eat pretty clean, I drink water, I'm pretty healthy overall, except for the previous 4 or 5 days since landing in Florida, the States. That's why my body healed fast, because I'm overall healthy. I've been living a very better lifestyle since 2011. The doctor was even impressed. He's like, woohoo, great. Took the staples out a couple days later or whatever it was. And we had a road trip after that, and we ran around, did all this stuff. Well, I don't know. I just all of a sudden got this mindset of like, I worked so hard, and I had that appendix surgery. I just kind of said, whatever. And I went to more ice cream and cookies and stuff. I just got this horrible mindset. Now, I didn't like indulge. I still was like, hey, water, no soda. Hey, what's a piece of bread, here and there. Well, for years, I didn't have that. For years, I know the healthy energy, healing symptoms of eating well. When you eat clean, you are clean. When you eat toxic, you're toxic. And I know that. And I'm actually probably doing this video to give myself a lecture, because I will watch this video and I will go, yeah, I need to listen to myself. But I'm also sharing this because I want you to know, and I'm about to just now jump through the screen, because I know the horrible symptoms of someone who suffers PCOS. I know that. When I was a teenager, I had so many, monthly menstrual problems that I was immediately put on the pill. For 13 years, I was on that pill. And then I realized after getting married, we're trying to have kids. I was diagnosed in 2003 with PCOS officially. After going back, looking at the symptoms, I've gone to conferences, learned so much about PCOS that I realized I had PCOS already for over a decade, if not more. Fast forward. After cleaning my eating in 2012 and beyond till now, till last year, I healed. I completely testified. I'm healed from PCOS. So I always was telling my PCOS circles, I'm PCOS free, no different than someone becoming cancer free or even diabetic free. People can heal themselves from diabetes. They can get it, change your eating, change your lifestyle, and stick to it, and you can rid yourself of those symptoms. Again, let's not just cater to symptoms. Let's go to the cause of those symptoms, insulin resistance and things. So when I had certain symptoms in my body, I researched it. I don't believe everything I research. I don't believe everything I read. But I know that many of my symptoms were due to this ingredient, that ingredient, this ingredient. I was like, oh my gosh. So I eliminated it, and that symptom went away. So I'm not buying creams for that symptom, pills for that symptom. I was always going to the pharmacy buying medications or Band-Aid fixes for symptoms. And when I changed my eating, I stopped going to the drugstore. I stopped being a regular at the pharmacy. I stopped going to the doctor because I didn't have to go. I no longer had symptoms of this and that and the other. So today, I wanted to come in here. Not only did I realize it's now 7 years since my health journey beginnings, I've been on diets before. I counted calories, lost weight, gained it. Counted fat grams, lost weight, gained it. Counted carbs, lost weight, gained it. And it's just been that yo-yo ride. Well, in 2011, I changed my eating, and I've been on this thing, and I peaked at 2013. I knew there'd be a plateau. 2014, 15, maintained about a 5-10 pound, tolerance there. It's fine. It wasn't really about weight and size, although after a while it was kind of like, hey, I'm down to that size. I used to be double X. Now I'm a large, and in some shirts a medium. Seriously? Just little things like that happened. Well, then in 2015, I peaked, started to add fitness. But when you add fitness, you get hungry. So I ate more, and things changed. And that's when my feet had a problem. I said, okay, it's finally time to take care of these bunions I've had since I was a child. So I had the bunion surgery. I am so glad I had it, by the way. If you want to talk to me about that, message me. December 2017, had this appendix surgery and was like, what? I don't know, just this whole thing got defeated somehow, some way. By July 2018 of this year, this is now October 2018, I was like, that's it, Jackie. You've had 6 months to, be messed up. No more. 6 months is better than 6 years. Let's pull up our big girl panties and our bootstraps and get on this. So I started my workouts again and got my nutrition back in check and was doing very well. Except, again, I was around people, even last year, by the way, the 2017 and 2018, like school year, I was around a lot of people who were eating, differently than me. And I said, if they're all having a piece of cake, why can't I have one too? And then I had some other friends and we go to lunch and we're like, hey, they're all eating, French fries. Why can't you have it too? Or maybe some onion rings, like the breaded stuff that are breaded. Things I haven't eaten in years. So for the past, basically year, I have been moonlighting over in this other area where I hadn't been in years. Well, not that many years, 6, but still. Fast forward to, what's today? Like about a week ago. A week and a half ago. Even more than that, but let's say a week and a half ago. I'm in ER. I'm going to the emergency room. I'm in doubled over pain and I'm suffering. So what brought me to that? Well, actually, a couple weeks before that, I had some pains. I actually had this whole thing, my abdominal, I don't know, this whole thing happened. And I was like, man, that hurts. And oh my gosh. Well, then we again fly back to the States and it's worse. And again, I'm like, I want to eat junk. I don't know why I got that mindset back, which is so crazy. Because I know the other extreme mindset of strict, elimination eating. And then I got strict, or not strict, but like, hey, let's just moderation. Let's have some fun. Treat. Treating and cheating is actually punishment. When I know I have PCOS in this body, my body is PCOS, potential. And I had completely eliminated every single PCOS symptom except for chin hair. I don't care. I have it. Everybody's got a compact and a tweezers. But that's the last symptom I had left. And the laundry list of symptoms and the blood work and all these things. Even my doctor was like, what are you doing? Because you're like in amazing shape, after changing my eating all these years. Not just the weight loss, but in everything else. I still see you have a pimple here. But my friends are like, even your skin's cleared up. Again, clean eating, clean body, bad eating, not bad. My friend hates me labeling bad and good. Clean eating, clean body, toxic eating, processed foods, toxic processed body. Okay. So PCOS sucks, so basically I feel like I have it back. I noticed in the spring that my monthly cycles were bad again. Hey, if you're a guy watching this, I'm sorry because this is a women thing. But your wife may be suffering, so it's good to know. I had noticed my cycles were heavier and longer and painfuler, and I was like, man, because when I ate clean, so we're talking like 2 days, 3 days, simple, easy, in and out. Aunt Flo came visit and left. Now Aunt Flo comes with a vengeance, and she's just, I don't want her. I don't go away. So keep looking at the time, not the time, but it's October 20th, 10/20. So it's like a wake-up call. I'm sitting in ER and I'm hurting. I didn't know what it was. And so I did a quick CAT scan and I have a cyst on my ovary that is causing this literally double over pain. I've been on a road trip for nearly just about a week, driving about 2,200 miles. My husband drove, and we were all over the place, meeting people, hugs, and running around. And here I am in literally horrible pain. It hurts to sit. It hurts to walk. It hurts to go to the restroom. It hurts for everything. Everything hurts. So finally, I'll put my calendar again. Sorry, guys. It may be rude not looking at you, but let's see, a week ago Friday? No, it was, the 13th. It was the night before church. I did miss church, October 14th. So, yeah, a week ago. Absolutely. A week ago, I was sitting in ER. Actually, we waited till the kids went to bed. We told my in-laws, watch the kids, we'll be back. Because I actually went to my doctor's office. He was not there that day. I mean, I had this tiny window to be home. I'm only home a couple of days, literally, because we went to all these other states and we got home. We're only going to be home for like 4 days, and 2 of those days were the weekend or weekday, excuse me. So he wasn't there for 2 days. And I was like, well, I'm just going to have to suffer. Maybe this pain will go away. But the pain had been there for a couple of weeks. So they scan me, say you have a cyst. Here's some like ibuprofen, go home. And again, please, if you have stayed in this video this long, I want to tell you this. When you have a symptom, definitely treat it. Get your medicine, whatever, over the counter or prescription, whatever you need to do. They did prescribe me some medication. I didn't fill the prescription. But get to the mindset that there is a cause to that symptom. And you have to treat the cause, not treat it, but fix it, okay? So I have a cyst on my ovary. I have pain. So I'm going to treat the pain with the medication, an ibuprofen or whatever. And I'm going to treat the pain, maybe a heating pad, resting, all this stuff, but just taking up time and money. Now, why do I have this cyst on my ovary? Because I've messed up my endocrine system because of my food choices. And I know what foods mess up my body to have PCOS. I have that knowledge now, and I eliminated those foods before, and now I brought them back into my life. So I actually need to go. I hate these videos being longer than 10 or 15 minutes, but I just want to put out here, my name is Jackie. I am a mother of 4. I am a stay-at-home mom. I also help my kids virtual and homeschool. I also teach English. I also have this health and wellness business that I absolutely love. I have seen more people increase their quality of life, and it has been so rewarding. As their coach and or guide or their cheerleader, I feel like a failure not being on point, being at the top of my game. But we're not always going to be at the top of our game, and that's okay. So I forgive myself. I look in the mirror and I say, I love you, and I need to just get back on track. Enough with the foods that are off my allowance list, because otherwise I can continue to have cystic pain and acne and go to the pharmacy, but I hate wasting time and money. So instead I spend just a little bit of time and money in the preventive care, which is what my food is. Get my sleep, drink my water. If you know I say water, drink it. It's like a drinking game. So eat water, water your seeds for health. Water, which is water. Seeds, sleep, eat, exercise. This is an acronym, seeds. Sleep, eat, exercise, de-stress, and support. So again, if you're making notes, taking notes, sleep, seeds, S-E-E-D-S. This is my little thing I came up with a bazillion years ago. Okay, not that long. But seeds, sleep, eat, exercise, de-stress, and get support. And I have been here telling people I'm here for you, to support you. Yes, I have affiliates, and yes, I have like commissions and things like that. But even if you never purchase a product from me, you have me. You have another person to help support you, cheer you on, advocate for you, guide you, and just be here to listen. I have a friend that just now said too that she's just like, I'm in a funk. I'm addicted back to my old foods. I said, you know what? Me too. And I'm afraid to say that, but it's true. So as I sit here still, from the 100 pounds, I know you're curious. I have gained 25, maybe 30 at the max back, because we just came back from the States. And I know I gained 7 pounds in those 12 days in the States, but I'd lost 2 pounds before coming back. So 5 pounds. But even then, I don't weigh myself every day. I happen to weigh myself because at the Publix grocery stores in Florida, they have a scale right there, and I just jumped on it. That was fun. I had my shoes on, so, I could subtract 2 pounds. All right. I love you, and I just want you to live your days as best and as healthy as you can, and you can with support, and you can with a mindset that you are worth the time and money it needs to increase your quality of life. I'm here to support you. If you're afraid or embarrassed to talk to family and friends or even your doctor, talk to me. I am unconditionally supporting you. You do not have to purchase any of my products. I do like for you to sign up as your free account. You get a free account with resources. And that helps me just be connected with you. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. I have plenty of friends that have done that as well. I know on my list, those who even have gotten the free account, when you get the free account, you get my free group on Facebook. Many of them drink other shakes. Many of them drink and do other workout programs. You know, I'm totally fine with that. I'm fine with it. I just think people think, well, you know, I do this other thing and she does that and that. We're not competitors. We all want the same goal. Wow, I'm really chatting now. Maybe another video. I need to cut this up. All right. I'm Jackie, your Healthy Witness. You can visit healthywitness.org for more resources. And thank you for letting me vent, preach to myself, and use this as accountability to get back on track. Nothing more important than living life with quality and not sickness. All right. Talk to you later.